Number 1. Jason, a YouTuber known for his channel Uncharted Travel, is an urban explorer who ventures into some of the creepiest abandoned places. Usually he's joined by friends, but this time he's doing something different, going solo. It's a challenge he's been waiting for, and after months of planning and a long 7-hour drive, he finally arrives at his destination, the Peter Grant Mansion, the largest abandoned home in Canada. Sitting on the shores of Lake Temiskaming in Ontario, has been left to decay for over a decade. Once meant to be a symbol of luxury, it's now nothing more than a massive unfinished shell. Cracked walls, shattered windows, and an eerie silence make it a place most people would avoid, especially alone at night. Jason starts his exploration on the upper floors, moving carefully through the crumbling remains. Broken glass crunches under his boots as he takes in what's left of the mansion. He can't help but wonder what it would have looked like if it had ever been finished. But now, it's just a shadow of what could have been.
Ceilings. Everything was finished. It's sad to see that most of these windows, it almost sounded like someone was knocking from the other side. Now, I know it's probably just my paranoia starting to set in, but I'm getting the constant feeling like there's something following me. Wait. Hello? I keep hearing what sounds like pigeons coming from over here. Every time I try to locate the source of the noise.
As he moves deeper into the house, strange noises begin to echo through the empty halls. A knocking sound catches his attention. He tells himself it's just his imagination, but the uneasy feeling that he's being watched won't go away. Then, rushing off his nerves, Jason focuses on finding a place to set up camp before darkness takes over. With his tent finally secured, he decides to explore the lower levels of the mansion. The deeper he goes, the more unsettling the silence becomes, and then more noises.
It sounds like there's someone walking upstairs, but I'm not sure. Up to nowhere. I thought I heard something over here. Holy. There's definitely something shuffling down there. I just hope it's an animal.
This time, they sound like footsteps coming from above. A sudden loud bang makes his heart race. Trying to stay calm, Jason keeps moving. He tells himself it's probably just an animal, but as he descends the stairs, the unmistakable sound of shuffling footsteps fills the air again.
Which way do I go? Oh, it keeps going down. And that's where the noise is coming from. First, let's check out this portion, because I don't think we've seen this portion.
Tired from the long day, Jason finally settles into his tent for the night. He's relieved to take off his boots and get some rest, thinking the worst is behind him. But then, just as he starts to drift off, he hears something chilling.
Was into his tent.
Oh my god. This is the nicest part of the night, where I can take off my shoes and try my best to get some sleep. This is gonna be a comfort. I swear to God, it sounded like people talking. That's why I've decided to record this, just to make sure. It sounded like they were like whispering or something outside my tent. Maybe like on the stairwell below me. But I didn't hear them moving around at all, which kind of trips me out.
Whispers. The hushed voices seem to be coming from right outside his tent. His heart pounds as he listens closely. It almost sounds like people talking, except he's supposed to be alone. Grabbing his camera, he decides to record, just to be sure he's not imagining things. The whispers continue, sending a wave of fear through him. Are there other explorers? Or is it something else?
Okay, I gotta check this out. It sounds like there's someone walking around out here. Sure as hell hope not. Now, of course, that I'm out here, I don't hear anything.
Summoning his courage, Jason steps outside, scanning the darkness for any sign of movement. But the moment he's out there, everything goes silent. The only thing he can hear now is his own breathing. Then, out of nowhere, the whispering starts again, clear and unmistakable. It's not just a few voices, it sounds like an entire group. Frozen in place, Jason tries to decide what to do. His friend Jake, who had driven him there, is back at a hotel for the night, meaning Jason is completely on his own. With no safe way out, he has no choice but to wait for morning. As soon as the sun starts to rise, he wastes no time packing up. The moment daylight touches the mansion, the eerie feeling starts to fade. Finally, he's able to leave, relieved to put the night behind him. Even after this chilling encounter, Jason continues his urban explorations, always pushing the limits of adventure on uncharted travel. But one thing's for sure, this was a night he won't forget. Number 2. On April 19, 2020, what was supposed to be another relaxing night under the stars turned into a terrifying experience he'll never forget. It was a bright sunny day when Noah set out for a stealth camping trip in a secluded forest. As night fell, he built a small campfire and settled into the back of his truck, ready for a calm night's sleep. But instead of peace, he found something much more unsettling.
I'm currently sleeping in the back of my truck right now. I don't even know what time it is. And there's someone walking around my truck right now. If you can hear that, it's pretty loud. He's been walking around for like 20 minutes already. My gun's in my cab though. I don't really know what to do. I'm a little freaked out right now. And it's like pitch black outside. Probably like 2 in the morning. And he just keeps walking around. And he's like really close to my truck.
Sometime after midnight, he woke up to the sound of footsteps. Not the rustling of an animal. These were slow, deliberate human steps circling his truck. He lay still, heart pounding, listening as whoever it was moved closer. Then the footsteps stopped, right next to his window. Panic set in. He was parked in a remote spot, far from any roads or trails. No one should be out there.
I've never been this scared. And like, this doesn't make any sense because I parked somewhere where you can see no one was on that road. Wait, he's touching my truck. He's literally touching my truck. How am I supposed to get him away? He's literally walking. He's literally walking on my truck. The canopy, the back door's locked and everything. I'm scared forever. I don't think he knows that there's anyone in here. I'm so scared right now. I wish I brought my gun back here. He keeps walking around. I don't get it. I'm like, how is he not? I've noticed. Doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna try to see if he goes away eventually. We'll see. He's literally peeking through the door right now. I've never been this scared ever. So, the current time is 2:30 in the morning right now. He's still walking around my truck. Try to see if I can flash my light to get him scared. So he runs away. There he is.
Then, the worst part. Whoever it was started touching the truck. A light knock, fingers dragging along the side, a hand testing the door handle. Noah held his breath, staying as silent as possible. He had a gun, but it was out of reach in the front of the truck. He didn't want to make a sound, didn't want to reveal that he was inside. He kept still, hoping the intruder would leave. His only option was to wait and hope whoever was outside would give up. For 15 agonizing minutes, the unseen figure lingered, moving in and out of view, knocking lightly, testing the doors, and then silence. Just as suddenly as it had started, it was over. The footsteps faded into the woods, disappearing without a trace. At the first sign of daylight, Noah didn't waste a second. He jumped into the driver's seat and sped away, still shaken by what had happened. When he got home, he decided to check his truck for any signs of what or who had been outside that night.
This is the day after. He was trying to peek in my truck quite a bit with all these marks. I didn't even notice until I got home. Handprints there, a lot of scratches, stuff like that. Dragging his finger on my side of my truck. Well, it looks like to be trying to get inside my truck. That's really all I could tell from when he was walking around. That's new. Don't know how that got there. More handprints trying to get in my truck. At least the back canopy was locked, but yeah, that was the result. So that was probably the scariest camping experience I've probably ever had in my...
What he found sent chills down his spine. Handprints, dozens of them, smeared across the back window where someone had clearly been trying to peer inside. Scratch marks on the side, smudges on the door handles, like someone had repeatedly tried to get in. The back canopy had been locked, thankfully, but it was clear someone had been desperate to open it. Whoever was out there never spoke, never identified themselves. No flashlight, no announcement, just a silent, lingering presence in the dark. Number 3. Jasko, a well-known YouTuber famous for exploring the world's most haunted locations, set out on another unsettling journey. This time, he was venturing into a remote forest surrounded by dark local folklore. Alongside his friend Benjamin, Jasko hoped to uncover the truth behind the eerie legends. Rain poured steadily as night fell, setting a cold, oppressive atmosphere. Inside their tent, they read a letter from a viewer who had previously camped in the same forest.
It felt as if something or someone was watching us the entire time. 9 p.m. As it got dark, so I'm assuming this was probably like summertime, because it gets dark around 9 o'clock in the summertime. So
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. So as it got dark, we decided to look for this graveyard that people spoke about. Throughout our walk, we would notice strange... What the was that? What the was that? That was really weird. I don't... Wait, no. Literally listen, man. Something's approaching us right now.
Okay.
In the car.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did, bro.
You heard it again?
It sounds like... First off, what I heard, it sounded like a man's voice. And... Okay, story time could wait right now.
Something out there, dude.
Something or someone's out there. Bro, please tell me you hear that.
I hear that. So what is it?
Bro, I'm actually scared right now. Like, this is actually horrifying.
Yeah.
Bro, it's... Okay, let me grab the camera for a sec. Look at this. It is so misty out here. I mean, you guys probably can't even see much. You see anything? Oh, dude, I don't like this. In the slightest. Oh, well, I guess we finish the story and we go out there because we gotta make sure that we're safe. If we're gonna stay here the whole night, we gotta make sure we're safe.
The letter described an overwhelming feeling of being watched, warning of shadowy figures seen just beyond the tree line. As they read, the creeping sense of unease seemed to mirror the writer's experience. The quiet night didn't last long. Strange sounds began to echo through the woods, subtle at first, like distant footsteps. But soon, the noises grew louder, closing in around their tent. What started as faint rustling turned into the distinct sound of branches snapping under heavy footsteps. The rain masked much of the noise, but there was no mistaking the slow, deliberate pacing circling their campsite. It felt as if someone, or something, was watching them from the shadows.
Most of the group went to bed in their tents. My brother and I remained by the campfire. We heard sounds of branches breaking behind us, so we looked quickly, and now we both saw, for a split second, what looked like the figure of a woman. It disappeared as quickly as it appeared. This was when the realization started trickling in that we may have been pushing our luck.
We
So-
never do that, though, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, we never push our luck, absolutely. Like, we definitely didn't just hear something walking around a tent, staying here, continue
didn't wanna-
talking about a damn story. Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt you a second ago. I felt something like thud in the ground again.
You felt something?
Yes. Oh, you hear that?
What the fuck is that? Hold on, what the fuck is that?
There's like a,
I hear
like a
that.
shout or something.
Yeah, 100%. Like a man's voice, again. Okay. Yo, pull your left. 3, 2, 1. Hello? Who's there?
Despite trying to stay calm, the tension in the air was undeniable. The noises came closer, brushing against the sides of the tent. What should have been the simple sound of rain tapping against the fabric became something much more unsettling, a presence lingering just outside. At times, it sounded like a low voice, barely audible beneath the rain. The feeling of being watched became unbearable. Hours passed, but the unseen visitor never left.
Hey, there's some weird shit going on here. You're like, ah! The f was that? Who's there? Bro, no.
We didn't tell him the weird,
No.
part about time.
What happened? One part, I have my high beams on, it's foggy, barely see anything, and way down, I seen this tall, shadowy figure, I don't know what it was, go from right to left, and it was in such like a quick second that I didn't even react. I kind of just kept driving, but my eyes shot wide, and my jaw dropped. And
The fuck was that?
I swear to God, on everything I loved, the tent just went. We literally seen it ripple, almost as if like, bro, my heart right now. Bro, what the f was that?
I'm gonna try to assume.
It was just rain?
That was
Instead, the sounds intensified. A heavy thud vibrated through the ground, too deliberate to be an animal. Then, something even more chilling. A faint, muffled sound like someone clearing their throat, only feet away from where they lay. Frozen in fear, they listened in silence. The night stretched on, with a constant presence just beyond the thin walls of their tent. Occasionally, the zipper of the tent twitched.
We'll be there. So, good night, guys.
Their respite is short-lived. Just minutes later, they're jolted awake by the sound of something, or someone, brushing against their tent.
What? Somebody just hit the fucking tent. Who's there? Who's there? Then something just hit the tent. You didn't hear that? You scared the fuck out of me.
As unsettling as this is, what happens next is even more chilling.
Who's out there? Hello? Hello? Oh my God, it's so hard to see. What? Are you okay?
Hey. The fuck?
What the f? Jazz! What? Ben? Jazz! What? Come here! Someone's at 10! I'm coming. What's wrong?
Yo, there's someone at the...
What?
There was someone at the tent. There's someone at the tent.
Here?
Yes. Someone like grabbed the zipper.
Bro, what?
Someone grabbed the zipper for the tent.
Hold on, I thought I just saw. Who's over there?
I would get inside. Jazz,
What?
I would get inside.
Okay. Can you open it? Something in that direction, bro, I'm telling you. Something or someone. What did you hear?
Finally, I was grabbing the zipper on the door right there.
What the do you want? Are you sure they like... Okay, then we should get out of here. We should. Get out of here. Oh,
right now.
get the
Made the decision to leave, grabbing only the essentials and abandoning the campsite. What was meant to be an ordinary exploration had turned into a night of pure terror.